Nah, it's fine. What's going on, Steven? How was your day, bro? How was your week? Stay away from gambling. Yeah, brother, that's the plan for sure. I got something big tomorrow, though. Just posted a new video kind of talking about it, kind of going over it. I'm going to be heading to Reno, going to a concert, so it's going to be a battle that I'm going to have to deal with the temptations of gambling tomorrow, but we'll deal with that, tomorrow once I get there. Just got to take it day by day. Money Mike, what's up, my boy? Bitcoin dipping. Yeah, bro, you're right. The whole crypto market is dipping right now. Trump and China can't seem to get it figured out. And then there's been a lot of stuff going on with the courts. So yeah, the market's not doing too well right now, but I'm sure it's going to recover here pretty soon. And right now is a great buying opportunity. So it's all good to me, If you're holding long term, right now is a great time to buy. I think it could continue to dip a little bit further. Baccarat is like blackjack. It's a game of chance. That's true. All gambling is a game of chance. The casinos always win. The casinos are in business for one reason, to win money, and the casinos are not built on winners. Reshay B. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Friday to everybody. Thought I'd come on here, do a quick little live session. Day 30 today of gambling addiction. Day 30 of my journey. Long term is correct. Money Mike knows. Yeah, man, there's a lot of people crying right now. Oh my God, the market's down. Bitcoin's crashing. XRP is crashing. What am I going to do? Hold on, brother. Just hold on and wait, Diamond hand that shit. I'm telling you guys, it will get better. I mean, if you guys are putting money in the stock market that you can't afford to lose, then, investing probably isn't for you. Just invest what you can and just hold up, man. Crypto's the future. Let's see. Bitcoin will collapse with all these politicians trying to get involved. Man, you never know. You never know what's going to happen, but I don't see that happening. That's just my personal opinion. I lost my desire to go. Good for you, Money Mike. John Smith, F yeah. You already know, my guy. They should free Diddy. Hey, Trump's been doing some crazy stuff, though, like getting people out of trouble. I seen a meme today. It was like, Trump's going to pardon Diddy and get him out of prison. That ain't happening, but it's funny. Yeah, that guy's done. That guy's done for. And everybody else that's been a part of it.
It's just more and more people that keep coming forward with more.
Yeah. I can't wait till they start releasing some real good footage going on in the trial and all the people that he's going to bring down with him. I lost my desire to go to the casino when I turned 43. That's a good thing, bro. The casino's no good. It's always a losing battle. John Smith, I'm a gambler too. Yeah, man. It's a lot of gamblers out there. The addiction is real. Gambling is everywhere. Even though a lot of people don't talk about it, trust me, it's everywhere. And it's so simple just to get on your little phone, man, place a bet. Whatever you want to do. They got casinos in every freaking city around me. And I'm in Sacramento. But they continue to keep building and building and building. Please lock Diddy away and some other nasty politicians. I agree, man. The truth always comes out. The truth always comes to light. Okay? You can't hide everything forever. I mean, obviously the money wasn't enough. The hush money wasn't enough. The Big Iron Graphics. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for joining the chat. We got Cedric Martin in the building. Free Diddy, Cedric Martin says.
Oh, wow.
Said he would say free Diddy, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
How's the landscaping business? It's good, bro. We're booming. Things are good here. Plenty of money out there in the landscape business every single day. So yeah, the business is good, man. And my bank account is going up. You know, when I was gambling, this is what would happen. You go to work, the weekend comes, bam, crash and burn. You go to the casino and you lose everything that you worked hard for all week long. All the sweat, all the grind, and it just goes. Sometimes an hour, you can lose like 4 or 5 grand in an hour, bro. It's crazy.
You want to see him?
No, I'm okay. Trump will save Diddy to make America great again. Yo, the comments are, you guys are crazy. Make America oiled again. That's wild. Julie, damn, I started at 21, so it's real. You'll lose desire to go at 43. Yeah. I mean, I've been addicted to gambling for 24 years, and it just now took me to realize how stupid it was. So I'm trying to, you know, stack up my money and invest in stocks instead of going to the casino and blowing that shit. But yeah, it took me 24 years to kind of, I mean, I've always knew I've had a problem, but I've never like tried to stop because I didn't want to. But now I want to, so I'm trying to do my best. But yeah, Julie, you're still young. You're 21, so you got plenty of time to make better decisions than I did. Gambling is like a food addiction. It's in front of you every day. 100% facts. Gambling addiction, stress, loneliness, suicide thoughts. That's true. Gambling, it really made me depressed. It brings out a lot of emotions. When I was gambling every single day on sports, my whole day evolved around who was playing that night, and my mood actually resolved around that as well. If I won the game, if I won some money that day, my mood was great, everything was fine. But if I lost that bet, then the day was over. I didn't care. I didn't want to spend time with people. I didn't want to go anywhere. I just wanted to, you know, sit in my dark room, pick up my phone, and see what games are on tomorrow morning to try to, you know, chase my losses. So you're dead on about that. Stress all freaking day. You're stressed out about the outcome of a game, the outcome of a player. So yeah, it's just not the money with gambling addiction, you know, the stress, the emotions, the finances, the gambling hangovers, the ups, the downs, the lows, the highs. It's all over the place, man. So I'm at least, you know, not having shitty days. My mood is stable. So it's definitely a change for me. I'm not worried about who's winning the basketball game. I'm still checking because I'm a sports fan and I'm still watching some games, but there's no money on it, so it's completely different. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got 22 people watching. Let me know in the comment section where you guys are tuning in from. We got 3 likes. If you guys could run the likes up for me, let's get, you know, 10 likes on this video so we can get some more people in the chat. The Sacramento History Museum is a must-see. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Good afternoon, guy. What's up, Emmanuel? Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight, man. Appreciate you guys. Just want to say I've been appreciating, you know, all the comments that you guys been leaving me on all the videos. Been appreciating all the love, all the support. Like, it's crazy. You know, I thought when I started posting these kind of videos, going from a gambling influencer to somebody who's talking about addiction, trying to quit, it's a huge flip. It's a huge 360 that I, you know, kind of did to everybody. But, you know, the comments and the feedback has been great. So just want to say thank you guys for that, you know. I mean, the views are up on the videos. I'm getting more views on my gambling addiction videos than I was on my gambling content. And I was spending a shit ton of money making these gambling, content videos, trying to be famous like Vegas Matt and all these big influencers, and it was doing nothing but draining the bank account. So it's kind of nice just to post videos on here that don't cost me any money, and I can just talk to other people who are struggling with addiction. So thank you guys. Even the ones that have been here before that, just came for my normal gambling content, and you guys have just stuck around. You guys are the real ones, Now you guys can continue to see, what's going to happen in my life, my new journey, and see where we go from here. Don't need Lydia's commentary. Yeah, she went upstairs. I'll tell her you said that, though. You poor thing running a landscape business. No such thing as poor over here, my boy. I'm out here grinding every single day. I'm out here getting money. If you guys don't know about the landscape business, there's a lot of money in it. So I posted landscape business videos too as well about my landscape business. I showed you guys exactly where I was going, how much money I was making. So if you guys want some free game on there, go check it out. The Democratic politicians love to fund their states with gambling and marijuana. Destructive at all the best is not sustainable. That's true. That's all you see. Every sports game that you watch, what do you see on the TV before the game starts? You see they're talking about FanDuel, they're talking about Prize Picks, they're talking about the spreads, they're talking about money, they're talking about this, that. They're trying to get you to, gamble. All these young kids are done for, man. The next generation, they got no chance. They're going to be like, come join FanDuel, and we're going to give you $50 for free. This younger generation, guess what they're going to do? They're going to join. They're going to hit their bet. They're going to be like, holy shit, I just made $100 not doing anything, just sitting on my couch all day. And guess what? They're going to keep funding that account, and they're going to keep losing, and then that's when the gambling addiction starts. It's pretty fucked up, man. I'm new here. What's your channel about? Well, it's about gambling. It's a gambling channel. I started this channel posting myself making gambling vlogs, gambling, and now I'm just kind of flipping the script, kind of talking about gambling awareness and building a community like this. I knew there was a big problem with gambling addiction, but I didn't know it was that big with all the comments and the feedback. So I'm loving it. I'm loving the comments. I'm loving everybody's stories. There's some good stories that people have been sharing with me. Can I send you a super chat in Bitcoin? I don't think so. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, if you guys want to send me a super chat, whatever. If you guys want to join my Patreon, I got a Patreon too. It's patreon.com/MikeMaloneTV. If you guys want to donate to the channel, or it's $5 a month on there. That's the Discord. Money Mike, thank you, brother. Life lessons. I started gambling at 12. Thanks, Dad and Grandpa. In New York for horses. Thank you for the comment, Edward. Yeah, I think my addiction probably stemmed from my parents as well. I remember at an early age, my mom liked to go to Reno, and I remember watching her play from a distance, and I was like, damn, as soon as I turn 21, I want to play some slot machines. And back then it was different because the coins would drop out of the slot machines. But I always remembered as a youngster, it's like, damn, I hella want to do that. So that was definitely probably played a little bit of a role in my gambling addiction. And then my father liked to go to Lake Tahoe, and he would go gamble, and I'd be in the car just sleeping while he's in there gambling. I know, great parenting, right? But yeah, my parents like to gamble. My mom still likes to go to the casino and play the slots and stuff, but that's probably where I got it from. Obviously, it was my choice to, keep gambling and lose all this money that I've lost, but, it is what it is. You're 59 today. A big shout out birthday to Edward B. 59 years old today. Hey, happy birthday, brother. The May babies are the best. My birthday was May 14th. And my birthday's kind of cool too because it falls on Mother's Day every 7 years. So pretty freaking cool. Cedric Martin said, horses will get you. I haven't personally bet on a horse. I've never done that. But I mean, it sounds kind of fun. But I do enjoy it. I guess I do different use of my winnings. I put it towards my bills. I'm currently 30 years old and ahead by 6 months so far. Julie, that's great. You know, it's always good to have a cushion, you know, in your bank account for all your bills. I mean, they say you should have at least 3 to 6 months in savings to cover your bills and all your expenses in case of emergency. So you're in the right position. 6 months is great, you know. Deanna, good for you. Hey, thank you so much. Angel says, play Kenny Rogers song, Gambler, for inspiration. Hey, Alexa, play Kenny Rogers, Gambler. Got you. I didn't even think you guys can hear the music. The only reason I have the music turned down kind of low is because I might get a copyright strike, but whatever. Stephen Thomas, and even if you do like to play baccarat, never bet against the streaks. Yeah, see, I used to do that, bro. I'd go against the streaks, man. That's when I've gotten fucked really bad. There'd be like a 15 banker run. And, you know, there's a saying, when you go against it, you can lose your whole bankroll. But if you go with it, you only can lose one time. But, you know, it's gambling. You never know. And then, of course, when you do go with the streaks, they never happen. But obviously, going with the streaks is going to be the better option for sure. Gambling is worse than a drug addiction. It could be. I've never done any drugs, but, you know, addiction is addiction, whether it's gambling, drugs, alcohol, pornography, eating, shopping, fitness. Like, addictions are a lot, you know. It doesn't have to be one thing, but let's see. NBA, NFL shouldn't promote these apps. If people were actually winning, they will not pay ads millions of dollars for you to gamble. Facts, bro. Facts. And that's something people don't understand. And you know, another thing, all these influencers, they post all their winnings. That's all they post is like winnings on their channel. And these young kids, they see them winning, so they think it's just a winning game. And they don't know any better. If you guys ever heard of D Lucky, he does the same bullshit. You know, he only posts his wins, and then he gets people to sign up for his little D Lucky adventure, and then you pay him X amount of dollars, and he tells you what slot machines are gonna hit. The guy's a fucking joke, you know. I posted a video about him as well. But gambling's everywhere. How much are you down? I'm down about 250,000. Could be a little bit more, but that's a rough ballpark answer. You can gamble responsibly. However, it's easy to fall down the rabbit hole. It is easy to fall down the rabbit hole, and you can gamble responsibly. But for me, I couldn't do it because I was always chasing. If I lost 500, I would pull out 1,000 to chase the 500. And now you're in for 1,500. You lose all that, then you have to pull out another 2,000 to 3,000 to chase the 1,500, and it's a never-ending process. Even when you have a great winning night, when you win $5,000 to $10,000, I mean, you're still not even. Of course, it feels good that week, you know, you're up, but in the long run, you're a loser. Give me content. I got plenty of content on my page. Go check that out, brother. I stopped playing slots in March. It's not worth it. It was no longer fun. Yeah. You know, if you can go to the casino, set a budget, bring $100 or whatever your budget is, and go there and have a good time, and you lose it, and you have the willpower, and you can just go home and be like, you know what? I had fun tonight. I brought my girl out, my boyfriend out, whatever it is, and you enjoyed yourself, and it's not hurting your bank, and it's not hurting you mentally, then all power to you. But I just couldn't figure it out. I just couldn't do it, you know. As a gambling addict, I couldn't do it, you know. I always wanted more. I was never happy. I was never satisfied, and I was always chasing. I couldn't take the L and just go home. I couldn't go home until my ATM limit was reached. So once that happens, that's when it's time to chill out. And it took me 24 years to kind of figure this out. But yeah, Deanna, you're not missing nothing, you know. Go every once in a while, have a good time, but when it's not funny anymore, then it's done. Mid Mubarak. I'm not sure what that says. It says, hi, bro. I don't know what that means. Maybe you can kind of translate that for me. Mike Cooley official. Good for you, dude. Hey, thank you, Mike. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much, man. I'm trying my best. I was looking at super chats, chat options, can't find Bitcoin. I wish I could pin a comment on here so I could pin my Patreon on the top, but I don't know how to do that. I don't even know how to set a moderator on here. So far, we haven't had any assholes in the chat, so I haven't had to block anybody, but I'm sure it's coming. I didn't even learn to my parents when I was 21. I guess that means live. I had debt and I used slot winnings to get me out of it, and up until where I am now, being 30. And my mom had to cut back a lot, but still. Yeah, it's hard. You know, you're still young. You still got opportunity. You still got chances. You got a long life to live. You know. We all make mistakes. Alexa, skip. We all make mistakes. We're all human, and you know nothing's ever gonna be perfect. But you know we can be better than we were yesterday. Just gotta be positive. Keep your head up, and do the best that you can. Hi, brother. Sports book or table games more hard to avoid for you? I don't know. You know, honestly, I wasn't even. Well, I was going to the casino probably like once a week. You know, playing baccarat and stuff, or I'd go to Reno for a weekend. But I think the hardest thing for me was probably sports betting because I was doing it every day. Like I didn't miss a day. In the past like 2 years before I stopped, I didn't miss a whole day. And even if there was no games on, I would find something. I would find like, you know, Japan tennis, Japan baseball, you know, whatever it was. So yeah, that's a good question. I mean, they're both kind of equal, but I would say overall sports betting was probably the worst thing for me because I was doing it every day. I wanted action every day. I needed to have some kind of money on some kind of game, you know? And for me, like my mindset was so fucked up to where I would go take my girlfriend out to eat and I would be like, all right, we just spent $100. I need to go home and I need to bet $100 on this game to get that money back. Even though I have money and I have plenty of money, the mindset with gambling is like, fuck, dude, I need to get that money back. Like that's all you care about. So that's how it was for me. The convenience of gambling is where the problem lies. Just remember the quote, today's win is tomorrow's loss. These words got me where I am today, enjoying retirement. What's up, Joe? Yeah, man, I've really been pushing that quote. I'm pretty sure you're the one who shared that quote with me right on my first video that I posted. It's a very strong, powerful quote. Today's win is tomorrow's loss. So if you guys are struggling with addiction, just think about that. Today's win is tomorrow's loss. You might have a good day today, but just know if you keep gambling, that loss is coming, and the loss is going to be bigger than that win that you just got. You know, congratulations, Joe, on retirement. Enjoy your life, man. I could have already been retired if I made different decisions. I just turned 40 years old, and I swear to God, guys, I could have already been retired if I made better decisions, but gambling, you know, took over my life. I could be in a much better place than I am right now, you know? I mean, I'm blessed right now. I have a great business. I live in a nice place. I drive a nice car. Beautiful girlfriend, you know? I don't have a lot of things to really complain about, but I could be in a completely different place right now if it wasn't, you know, for gambling. Gulf War vet. Whether you go there to gamble free play or your own money, it's still gambling. You're right. Golf War, I just posted a video. It's live right now on my channel. And I was talking about, should I bet my free play? And the answer is, I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to Reno tomorrow. I have like over $400 in free play. So it's going to be a real test for me. A lot of temptation. I'm going to be in the casino tomorrow. And I do, I'm honest with you guys on this channel. I do plan on using my free play. If it goes good, great. I got some extra spending money in my pocket. If it goes bad, that's when you're like, okay, well, shit, should I use my own money and start gambling again? And I'm hoping it's not going to get to that. I'm going to say it's not going to get to that. I'm going to be strong about it. I'm going to document it, tomorrow when I'm up there. But, yeah, man, free play your own money. It's still gambling at the end of the day. It really is. Is this your second time quitting? No. I've never been like, I'm going to try to quit gambling. I've never done it. This is my first attempt at it. Today's day 30. I've already struggled twice with it. But, it's not going to be easy. I'm not going to change overnight, but I'm at least doing better, and I'm not gambling every single day. John, he says, what helps my gambling addiction is I already went into the casino knowing I'm going to lose. The 40 years I gambled, never came out a winner. That's true. At the end of the day, man, we're never going to be a winner. I mean, not only are we losing our money, the last 24 years, we're losing time. We're losing, valuable time that we could have been spending with friends and loved ones. Instead, you're in the casino. I'm in the casino like a jackass, blowing my money because that's all I'm caring about. My mind's like, I got to go to the casino. I got a sports bet. Someone's like, Mike, let's go out and get lunch. And I'm like, oh, I can't make it. Obviously I can, but the reason I can't make it is because I'm sitting in front of the TV watching the basketball game because I got money on it. So that's honestly the true reality of it. And so it's not just money that we're wasting. It's valuable time. And I don't know about you, but time is, more valuable than money at the end of the day. We're all limited on this earth, guys. So we gotta, make every day valuable. Do the best we can. I grew up watching people lose their wives, family, husbands, and businesses as well as livelihood. I've seen it, man. I've been around a lot of freaking people in the casino. And, when I gamble, I'm in high limit. And I see these people, mostly Asian people. And I've seen people lose 100 racks, bro. $100,000 in a matter of, minutes. And I'm like, holy shit. Now, some people are just built like that and they actually have the money to lose, but $100,000 can certainly change somebody's life. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of those people that are losing that $100,000 are highly in debt. They're taking out cash advances at the casino. They're giving them 90 days to pay that loan back, or about to get beat or whatever they do. But stay strong. You're in a great spot, better than I was, and I made it happen. Thank you, Joe. Doing it every day, giving it my all, man. I'm trying my best, and it's going pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about it. For over the past 22 plus years, I live down the block from the raceway. So it's, if you live by a casino or raceway, it's hard, man. Brother, please listen to me. A recovering addict here. If you walk in that casino to use the free play with gambling addiction, you will probably start using cash. Intense therapy is what you need. Hey, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, or I will or I won't, but I mean, I'm hoping, the free play that I got, that's enough just to, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to put all my free play on the roulette. I'm going to cover every single number. I'm going to walk out of there a winner no matter what. and it's free play. So I'm gonna turn the free play into real cash, and I'm gonna get the hell out of there. But you're right. It's probably not the best idea, but I'm not a liar. You know, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna tell you guys how it is. Keeping it real, man. If you can cook and gamble, you can do it. You're done gambling? Yes, sir. Do not rationalize going there for free play. It's a trap. Gambling is quick money, and quick money is a trap. I'm not even going there for the free play. I'm going there because I booked some concert tickets 2 months ago before I even decided to stop gambling. But I'd be a fool not to use my $400 free play to get some money on there. You know, it's a guaranteed win. Now it's up to me to leave the casino, and that's going to be, you know, the struggle. But that's something that I'm choosing to do. It's something that I'm going to have to deal with tomorrow. Going back Sunday. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here, guys, and say what's up to my people. Kind of let you guys know what's been going on. If you guys have any other comments, anything to say, let me know. But if not, you know, I hope you guys all had a great week. Hope you guys are blessed and healthy. You know, happy Friday. Brother, you haven't quit. I haven't quit. Well, no, I'm gonna gamble tomorrow, but it's my free play. Therefore, there's gonna be no consequences. There's gonna be no losing any of my money. Hey man, it's my life, not yours. But I appreciate you, you know, commenting. But that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So it's up to me to get out of the casino after that, but yes, sir. All right, Mr. Golf Warvet, you want to get blocked, bro? Let's put this guy on timeout. You're on timeout, bro, for 30 minutes. But I appreciate the concern, but I'm not gonna come on here and lie like most influencers do. I come on here and I keep that shit 100 with you guys. So if you guys can't respect it, then hey, it's all right, man. This is my life, not yours. It's hard for me to avoid gambling. I have relapsed one time. I hope I can really clean up for this addiction. Stay hard and focused, brother. Yeah, Ping. You just gotta take it day by day. That's all we can do. Maybe have a strong support, you know, people that you could talk to. That's why I've been coming on here, posting videos. I've been reading all the comments. I've been going live, you know, listening to everybody's stories. And it's been great. You know, the feedback has been amazing. So yeah, just try to join a community. It definitely helps, you know. I come on here all the time. I read all the comments. I reply to everybody. So definitely is something that's helping the process for me, 100%. So for real, I appreciate you guys, the real ones that have been on here. Even the ones from day one that came on here just to watch my gambling content, strictly for that, and you guys are still here as an influencer, being a gambling influencer, and then going to talk about not gambling is a crazy 360. Like, I get it, but you know, I've always been super transparent, super honest on this channel, and I'm just on here documenting my life. And if I can inspire somebody on here and build a community, and just one person rocks with me, then that's good enough for me. But you know, at the end of the day, this is just for me. I'm documenting my life, and it's real as fuck. You know, I show you guys everything, and I talk about everything. And when I was posting the gambling content, I showed you the losses. I showed everything. You know, most, you know, gambling content creators, they're just gonna show you the W's. They want little kids to think that gambling is fucking cool and you can win all this money and it's so easy. But I'm gonna tell you guys, it might be fun, but that shit's not fucking cool, and it drains your bank account. It messes with you emotionally, and that shit will, and it can ruin your life if you're not careful. So, was the Peppermill your favorite casino in Reno? I would say so. Peppermill's cool. You know, a big shout out to Peppermill. They've always treated me there great. You know, the food comps are great. The free play is great. The hotels are great. The staff is great. You know, they were allowing me to film my content there. I mean, the Peppermill's the GOAT. Guess what they're doing now? They have all the big YouTube gambling influencers there now, losing their money at their casino because they were smart enough to let people film themselves. So, big shout out to the Peppermill for sure. TJ in the house. What's up, TJ? You do you, man. But I'm just saying that's like being an opiate addict and my old dealer giving me free dope, and I take it because it's free. The consequences are still there. I hope you run it up. You're right, TJ. That is facts. There is consequences there, and you know, hopefully I don't have to deal with those consequences. But you know, we're just gonna take it day by day. Like I've been telling you guys, man. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, and I know that I'm doing better. You know, it's gonna be a long journey. It's gonna be a long freaking battle, but I'm on here, man, just being honest, telling you guys exactly what I'm gonna do. You know, I'd be fake as fuck if I say one of you guys seen me at the casino when I told you guys I wasn't gambling, and one of you guys ran into me at the casino and like, oh, this guy's a fucking fraud. This guy's fake as fuck. That's not something that I want to do, you know. So, what do I got to lose? I mean, being honest and telling everybody, you know, my thoughts and opinions on things is just, you know, that's the best way to build an audience. Just being honest, you know. If people like me, they like me, and if they don't, they don't. You know, there's plenty of freaking channels on here, but the real ones on here, no, you know. I keep it 100. How to earn money? Please tell me. I stay in India. So what you want to do, brother, is you want to get a phone if you're in India, right? And you want to think of a good scam. You know, most of the time they call me and they tell me that I owe money to the IRS. That's a decent one. No, I'm fucking with you. I don't know, bro. You're from India. Be a street vendor, man. Learn how to cook. You know, get yourself a good recipe. But I've seen these videos on TikTok, man. They be putting their hands and shit all in the food. Don't do that, man. But yeah, if you're from India, if you want to make some money, street vendor, bro. Or invest in the stock market, man. I know we're freaking crashing and burning right now, but best believe that shit's gonna recover. Big John in the building. Hey, shout out to Ace Relay Entertainment. If you guys enjoy Magic, go check out his channel. That guy's the GOAT, man. Everything in moderation. Got to take Pacers tomorrow to close it out. Yeah, I think the Pacers will probably win tomorrow. I don't see the Knicks having an amazing comeback story, but if they did, that'd be pretty cool. But honestly, you know, I think the Knicks are the better team, but the Pacers should win. They only have to win 1 of 2 games. But they're going to face Oklahoma City, and I think Oklahoma City is going to smack that ass. Crypto now says, when was the last time you've been in the casino? So the last time I gambled in the casino was May 14th. It was my birthday. That's when I relapsed. I went to Capital Casino. Me and a couple buddies were out drinking, and we decided to go to the casino, and I relapsed then. Ended up winning $600, which was fucking cool, but, you know, I'm trying to quit, but, you know, I'm always honest on this channel. So, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago on my birthday. Southbound 605 Rider says, it's hard to stop, bro. I wanted to hammer on the Dodgers tonight. Yeah, bro, it's super hard, man. And the Dodgers are my favorite team, but they've been getting wrecked lately, bro. I don't know what's going on with them, man. They have the highest market cap in Major League Baseball. They have they're spending a hell of money. Ohtani got like a $800 million contract or something crazy. But he is top 3 right now with home runs. I'm pretty sure it's Ohtani, Aaron Judge, and someone else. But yeah, baseball is just a freaking headache, man. Be careful with that, man. you know, sports betting is a losing adventure as well. Fun question, brother. What is your highest win and lowest win lost for a night? So my highest win is documented on my channel. You can go find the video. I was playing the Huff and Puff slot machine, and I was live on YouTube. 75 cents playing Huff and Puff. I hit a grand jackpot for $13,400. That was my biggest win. And it was crazy because I was freaking on a live stream betting 75 cents. And my biggest loss is also documented on my YouTube channel. Me and my buddy, the gambler, we went to the Pepper Mill. We lost about $38,000 playing high limit baccarat. You guys can go check that video out as well. It's all documented. It's all there. Yeah, losing that much money at the Pepper Mill was a fucked up night. But, you know, that's stupid me for gambling. Are you done gambling for a while? You know, I'm trying my best to quit gambling. But I am going to Reno tomorrow to go to a concert. So obviously the temptation is going to be all around me this weekend. But, you know, I am doing better. I quit sports betting. I was sports betting every single day. But I'm not perfect, man. I'm taking it day by day. Did you see Final Destination Bloodlines? I did. I kind of have like, you know, mixed opinions on that movie. I felt like it was kind of cheesy. I mean, the movie overall as a whole was good, but I felt like it was kind of cheesy, like with all the blood and like kind of all the scenes. But I think the original Final Destination movie was probably the best one. How do you know you lost 250K? I just know, bro. Like, I know, bro. Honestly, it could be more. And also, you have to think, I've been gambling since I was 16, you know. 18 when I went to my first casino. So, yeah, it's not that hard to lose, you know, $500,000 or $250,000 in 24 years. Especially when you're gambling every single day on sports. Excuse me, guys. Need some more water. My throat's a little raspy. But hell yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in to the freaking chat tonight. Let's set this back up. I'll answer a couple more questions, and then I'm about to get off of here and kind of just enjoy the rest of my evening. So yeah, hopefully that kind of answered your question, Mr. Skate. Or Miss Skate, whatever. No, it's not a dumb question. I mean, obviously I don't know the exact number, but I know in the past 2 years I've lost 70,000. And that was the most I ever lost in a year in the past. Not good, not good. Which website shall I bet in sports? I don't know, man. When I was betting, I was going through a private bookie. I don't trust those offshore sports betting websites, man. It's easy. It's real easy to get your money on the site, but it's kind of hard to get your money off the site. They make you go through bells and whistles, man. They want your mother's arm and leg to get your money, man. So be careful with that shit if you're gonna decide to do it. But gambling sucks, man. It's gonna be a losing experience for you. All right, any more questions? Where do you get iPhones cheap in the United States? I don't know, brother. They're probably all the same prices at all the freaking places. But if you want to get like a used iPhone or something, man, go on like eBay or some shit. I don't know. Sucks, man. I knew the Dodgers are gonna win. I should have hammered. They finally got the W, huh? Was that tonight? Yeah, the Dodgers are having a rough start, that's for sure. I've only watched like one game this year, but the Dodgers are definitely my favorite baseball team. Alexa, skip. I won 75K gambling the last 7 months. Baccarat only. You need to play smart and patient. Buddy, I tried every system, every strategy, and yes, I've had my good runs where I've won for months, but at the end of the day, man, I'm down a shit ton of money. And honestly, Baccarat is the best game to play in the casino with the best odds. That's why I started playing it. I was the first person on YouTube to start posting Baccarat videos, man. And that's facts. Not everyone's playing Baccarat. I was the only white boy ever playing Baccarat at all the casinos. It's all Asians, man. Baccarat is like for everybody now. Everybody loves Baccarat. But yeah, there's no way to play smart, bro. Like, describe to me what playing smart is on Baccarat. I mean, I'm not knocking you. I mean, you won 75K. That's cool, but if you know something that we don't know, let us know, brother. Just like Mickey Mace, he acts like he knows how to beat Baccarat and all this shit, but who knows if he's real or not. I mean, the casinos, he says he's banned from all the casinos and you can't gamble and this and that, but come on, man. I don't buy it. Thank you for the hearts, whoever's throwing us some hearts. What's your opinion on sports betting? Bro, I was sports betting every single day of my life. My opinion is that shit's super addicting and you're always going to be chasing your losses. There's so many times when I was like, fuck yeah, I'm about to win this bet. And then the 9th inning comes up and a fucking grand slam happens and you lose your money, you lose your mind, you can't believe it. And then you want to say everything's rigged and this and that. But yeah, same with the fucking NBA, bro. You got like, you've been watching the NBA playoffs, right? You've seen the other day when the Pacers were down like 13 points with like 48 seconds left and they came back and won. Can you imagine being on the other side and your fucking shit gets bapped and you lose all that money? Yeah, it happens all the time with sports betting, man. So yeah, that's what I think about sports betting. Yeah, it's fun. But man, you better be careful, brother. Brother, what do you think about the martingale strategy? Is it working? I mean, it might work sometimes for you, but it just depends. I mean, a lot of the casinos will cap. If you play, let's say, a blackjack table in the normal population room, the max bet is $500. Let's say you're doing $10 hands and you double 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, 80 to 160, 160 to 320. Guess what? You lose 5 in a row, your shit's fucking cooked. And that's how the casino wins, because they won't let you bet any more than $500. They cap you. Now, in high limit in Lake Tahoe, when I was playing Baccarat, it was $100 to $10,000. That's a pretty big, spread if you want to try to use the martingale strategy. But at the end of the day, man, it's going to work 50% of the time. Unless you can find a place, if you have an unlimited amount of bankroll and there's no limit on the table, then I think, yes, the martingale strategy is beatable because eventually you're going to win. But the casinos are smart. They have that shit designed to where they cap your bet and there's no way to, martingale. Yeah, you were first. Liz World, you already know I was first, man. Shit, I swear to God, I made Baccarat even relevant on YouTube. All these influencers, man, they all know me. They know the Baccarat Assassin. They know that I was first. They know that I was first. Let's see. You can't bet too much. Consistent betting, big bankroll. Yeah, like I said though, you can have a bankroll, but when the casino caps you, when you reach the max bet and you're down a lot of money, you ain't coming back, brother, unless you're getting lucky. I don't care if you're betting $5 and then you try to do the martingale and double your shit up 10 times, bro. It's just the casinos know. Otherwise, everybody would do it. If gambling was beatable, everybody would do it. Everybody's trying, but nobody's getting the right results. Prize Picks offers free play. What do you think of just using the free play? Go ahead. I got free play at the Peppermill. I mean, if you have enough willpower where you can use your free play and get the hell out of Dodge and take your ass home to your wife and kids, then go ahead. But, you know, that was my main problem is if I lost, I wasn't ready to go home and I had to chase that loss. It could be $50, it could be $20. You know, as a compulsive gambler, I don't care. If I'm in the L, if I'm in the negative, I'm trying to win that money back. So that's why I decided to cut that shit out, because it wasn't doing anything good for me. You can martingale and baccarat. You can martingale in anything, but you're not gonna win because the freaking, like I've been saying, man, the table max bet, they make that shit too small. When I lost over $30,000 at the Peppermill, I was a fucking idiot. And they had the limit set to 500 a hand minimum to 3,000 a hand max. That's a shitty ass swing. That should have been a red flag right there. I should have been like, whoa, this is fucking bullshit. That's like cheating, man. How am I supposed to win if I start losing? How am I supposed to grind myself back out of the hole when the max bet is only $3,000 and minimum they put me at 500? I was an idiot for even trying. You guys can go check out that video on my page on what happened. But I was just excited because they're allowing me to film. That's pretty much what it was. They definitely took advantage of me that night. Hello, my Indian brother. Kaise? Kaise? I know a little Indian. Come home, please. We miss you. What the fuck? My grandma used to always say, the older you get, the riper you get. Unless you're a banana. But I'm not hanging. What the fuck? All right, man. The comments are getting kind of weird. How much was your bankroll at one point? It just varied, man. As far as like sports betting, I started the week off with $1,000. So the bookie that I was going through, they give you a credit, and then so my credit was $1,000. That's what I would start with on Monday, and it goes from Monday to Sunday. So if I lost the whole $1,000 during that week, I would tell my bookie, hey, I need another $1,000 on my account. But if you're up at the end of the week, at the end of Sunday, the bookie would pay me out my money, and if I was down, I'd pay them. But that was my normal bankroll was $1,000. But a lot of times I blew up my account and I had to ask for another $1,000. Some weeks I'd lose like, $5,000 in a week. So stupid. And then as far as the casino, it just varied. But most of the time I was playing a high limit baccarat. It's $100 minimum. And, same. I start with like $1,000, maybe $2,000. You like Mickey Mace? I don't know. I mean, I don't really know much about him. I was in a documentary with Mickey Mace and Vegas Matt. You guys want to check that out? It has like 15 million views. It's on Tyler Oliveira's channel. Alexa, skip. So if you guys want to check out that documentary, I was with Mickey Mace, Vegas Matt, and me in the video. And I was just kind of talking about my life growing up, being a gambler. So yeah, it's actually a really good documentary. So if you guys want to go check that out on Tyler's page, Tyler Oliveira or something, you guys can go check that out. But yeah, I mean, Mickey's cool with me. Do I believe all his stories? I don't know, man. That guy's a good storyteller. But I'm not here to judge anybody. If I gave you 100K right now, are you going to the casino? I'll go to the casino and gamble your money. you know, somebody wants to give me money to go gamble, I'll go gamble it. I don't care. But I'm not gambling my money anymore. And that's just being honest. But yeah, if someone wants to give me some money to go gamble, we can go. Brother, do more live Q&A like this. I feel we have some conversation like this is a good way to avoid the addiction. Anyway, thanks for your time and answered my question. Have a nice day, brother. And thanks, Ping. Thank you for tuning in tonight, man. Yeah, you know, I'm always on here. I try to come on the live at least once a week, but you know, I've been posting content, so if you want to, you know, comment anything on there, you know, I read all the comments and I reply to everybody. I also have a Patreon, so if you guys want one-on-one conversations, it's $5 a month. Patreon.com/Mike Malone TV. If you guys want to support your boy over there on my Patreon, and you guys want one-on-one conversations with me, we could chat on there. So, yes, sir. Yo, buddy, straight from Brazil. Government just made gambling legal all over the country. Wow. It's turning into a total epidemic. People are losing everything on sports betting and online slots. Yeah, Eric, it's coming. It's becoming global. It's worldwide. It's everywhere. You can't watch any sports game without seeing something about gambling. You know, it's a huge problem, and it's going to continue to grow, and it's going to continue to get worse. And I've been saying in previous videos that the younger generation is cooked, man. I don't understand why all this is so legal, that they can promote all this stuff knowing what it's doing to, you know, kids and grown-ups and people like me and you. You know, now they're just doing it in Brazil and other like countries is freaking crazy, but you know, you just gotta be careful. That's all I can say about that. But yeah, same here in California, in Sacramento. They're building casinos freaking everywhere. From my house, casinos and card rooms, shit, there's probably like at least 8 to 10 within like a 20-mile radius for me. And then Reno, Lake Tahoe, all that is probably, you know, it's like an hour and 45 for me. Las Vegas, I can get on a plane and be there in like an hour and a half. So yeah, gambling is everywhere. You can't escape it. Have you made any good money on YouTube? Not really. I mean, I'm making a couple $100 on YouTube. So it's not any good money, but that's the main reason why I started posting the gambling content, because my dream, my goal was to become a big time gambling influencer, but it just wasn't working out, and I was spending thousands of dollars chasing a dream that just wasn't a reality. So now God's got new plans for me, so I just been posting this kind of content, talking about gambling addiction and kind of telling people my story and the things that I was going through and the things that I'm going through now, being an addicted gambler. But yeah, I'm not making good money or anything on here, but you know, I'm making a couple $100, which is pretty cool. But the channel is growing, so hopefully, you know, one day the channel will keep growing. I can make, you know, some decent money on here, and in that case, I would like to take the money and go help others. You know, I've always had a kind heart and a passion for helping other people, so you know, I'd like to take the money and give back to helping others, and I think those videos are really cool to watch. Alexa, skip. You know, people in Brazil are crazy about soccer. Yeah, soccer's huge there. And ever since the government made betting legal, stadiums and TVs are packed with ads from betting companies. Yeah, man, it's non-stop. Alexa, skip. Alexa, skip. NFL coming up soon. Let's get a bankroll together. Nah, I'm done. I'm done with sports. I don't mind talking about it and giving you guys like my opinion on who I think is gonna win. I mean, I can cover spreads. I can cover lines. You know, I mean, I felt like I was pretty good at sports betting, but at the end of the day, I'm down. But yeah, good luck to you on the upcoming season. Are Vegas Matt Bluff legit gambler or just casino influencer? I'm not sure exactly how you're referring that question, but you know, I've met Vegas Matt personally. I actually have Vegas Matt's phone number. Really cool guy. I mean, they post their content and they show the L's, they show the losses. And as you can see, with all the views that they're getting on their videos, they're making a shit ton of money with ad revenue here on YouTube. So they're making enough money on social media that can, you know, fund their gambling. So yeah, Vegas Matt and Bluff, they're both the real deal. I know for sure just by, you know, Bluff on his numbers, averaging 100,000 views per video, and he's posting every day. He's making on YouTube anywhere between like $50,000 to $60,000 a month, and that's facts because obviously I know how much money I'm making and how much views I'm getting, so I know roughly I can see how much money people are making. Now with Vegas Matt, you know, they're getting like they're probably getting about 2 million views a day. So that tells me right there that they're making at least anywhere from $6,000 to like $20,000 a day per video on YouTube. And that's just YouTube. You got to think they're posting on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat. So these big influencers are making a shit ton of money. I'm talking like 500K a month, maybe more. But yeah, Vegas Matt, he's legit. Bluff, they're legit. How do you plan to recover if you have a gambling channel? Well, I'm not posting any gambling content on here. I'm posting recovery videos on here talking about addiction. So the fact that I'm not going out and chasing gambling to record a YouTube video is obviously going to help my gambling addiction, because obviously I was trying to post gambling content on here and it had nothing to do with addiction videos because I was chasing money from YouTube ad revenue for the views that I was getting on the gambling content. So therefore, that's going to help me in my recovery as well. And you know how many times I went out and spent $1,000 gambling just to post a stupid YouTube video on here that made me $30 in views? It's just wasn't worth it anymore. Gambling FOMO gets the best of most gamblers. We chase wins and losses. It never stops until one quits altogether. You are 100% right. You know, today's win is tomorrow's loss. You might win today, but best believe the casino's going to get that money back. And you're always chasing, you know, for the rest of your life. People are like, "Oh, I won this week." Yeah, but you're already down $100,000, so you're not really a winner. 2 cents per view is what I heard on YouTube. Yeah, the RPM is usually, it starts at like usually about $3 for 1,000 views. If your content is more longer, like Vegas Matt, like his videos are almost an hour, there's more ads in the videos. So the longer your videos are, there's more ads, which means you're gonna make more money. And it also depends on where your viewers are coming from. Because each geographical area pays different amounts of ad revenue money. But yeah, typically, I mean, it starts at $3, but I know Vegas Matt's channel, because they have high retention. People watch the whole video. I've heard him say in a podcast that he's making $20 per 1,000 views. So you could do the math on that. But it also depends on what kind of content that you're creating. I know the best content you can post on YouTube that make the most ad revenue is going to be financial videos. Anything business related. Those videos, advertisers love those videos for some reason. They pay a lot of money. At least $7 to $10 per 1,000 views. So people like Graham Stevens, he's making a shit ton of money. Stock Mo, just a bunch of YouTubers. There's a lot of freaking people out there that are making a lot of money. You're better than half these YouTube gamblers. Thank you. I mean, I wasn't fucking terrible, I'll tell you that. tell you that when I go to the casino and other people go to the casino, I tend to win a lot more than they do. Just for the fact that I knew how to manage my bankroll a little bit better than them. But at the end of the day, I got my ass roasted. We got cooked, man. We lost a shit ton of money. You posted a video last week. Don't fall for these tricks. One of these tricks was to avoid free play offers. But here you are heading to a casino using a free play offer. What's your response? You're right, I did post a video about that. But you know, I'm posting awareness videos, letting people know how stupid it is. Because obviously I'm gonna be in a casino and there is gonna be temptations of, if I lose that free play, what I could do next. So yeah, just keeping it at 100. I want to stop also, it's hard. Today is my second day not gambling. Hey Bones, hey, you're in a community right here, man. I'm here to help. At least I can hear you out, talk about stuff. You just gotta take it day by day, one day at a time. That's all we can do. Nobody's perfect, man. Nobody is perfect. So congratulations on your second day, man. Day's almost over. I think the hardest time for me for gambling was the weekend. And I'm gonna tell you right now, alcohol and gambling do not mix. Because for me, when I go out drinking, that's when I want to gamble the most. That's when gambling really triggers my brain. For some reason, when you're drinking and you're drunk, you're like, damn, I want to go gamble. So the weekends were typically, you know, the hardest times for me. You know, hardly ever would I go to a casino during the week when I'm working. So you just gotta stay away, man. Alcohol don't mix well with gambling. How are you going to fill your free time now? Man, I just been working more, you know, posting YouTube videos, going to the gym, just chilling out, man. Like I hardly even really think about gambling that much anymore. And it's only been 30 days, but we'll see how it goes, man. I just got a fishing license, so I'm gonna start fishing. I'm gonna do some of that here pretty soon. Shit, I might even post some fishing videos on here for you guys. Baccarat or blackjack have more best odds as a player? I would say baccarat. I've never won a lot of money playing blackjack. It's mostly baccarat. Unless you can count cards. Use some discipline. Play the free play only and cash out. Should take about 5 minutes to play that off. That's the plan. That's the plan, man. I'm gonna document everything this weekend, guys. I'm going to Reno. Not to gamble, but because I already had bought, you know, some concert tickets before I decided to quit gambling. So it's definitely gonna be a lot of temptation around me. But we're gonna do the best we can. Mike, you're never going to stop gambling. Life's a gamble, my boy. I love gambling. It changed my life. I only started winning when I was betting big. Hey, man. Do what you do, brother. If you want to gamble and that's what you like to do what you got to do. That's your money, bro. This is my journey on here. Nobody else's. I'm just on here talking about it, spreading awareness, telling you guys stories, my thoughts and opinions. Do you think going into a casino is the best decision for a gambling addict? Obviously not, man. Obviously not. What kind of question is that, bro? Would you bring a drug addict into a place with drugs on the table? Come on, bro. Alexa, skip. All right, everybody. I'm probably about to end this live here. Looks like the questions are coming to an end. But thank you guys for tuning in and stopping by. Hope you all had a great week. Happy Friday. Cheers to the weekend. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, guys. I'm going to Reno tomorrow, so I'm gonna keep you guys updated on what's going on, what's happening. Probably do a live stream while I'm there as well. But thank you so much for tuning in. Go check out my new video I just posted today, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Thank you.